Hey buddy, it's me. I hope you're having a good day. Well, I just am checking in for a lot of reasons. I was listening to the videos last night like I always do, and I was starting to notice that people are really starting to get antsy and explosive toward each other, and all of a sudden we've got the Nazi grammar cops again because I didn't spell something properly, and anyway, I started looking into astrology because that's what this is all about, is breaking down this part of government because it's no longer working for us. And since then, I've been really taking it seriously because I've noticed that people are really starting to break. There's a lot of cracks that are coming out of the armor for people that have been, I guess at home for too long, practicing hopefully good standard precautions. Standard precautions are something I learned as a nurse when HIV started, and they were first called universal precautions. Basically, as a nurse, we are taught, and it's true, that pretty much every single human body fluid has something in it. And there's something going around online. I think someone took the Crow House's name of the Crow House channel, and they made a video saying that viruses were not real. Well, they are. HIV is real, herpes is real, and no, you can't get rid of a virus. Like, you can take interferon if you have hepatitis C and you're a needle user and you have that, and that'll hopefully work and you won't get liver cancer. Other than that, though, the viruses, no. And they are in our air, but please do your own Google search. Do not get mad at me, the messenger, all right? The other thing I wanted to say about the precautions is that, the hand sanitizer is a good idea. I don't know if anyone has told you, but if you use it 8 times, you need to wash your hands with soap and water. Otherwise, you are going to be putting the germs back into your skin, which isn't going to help anybody. Oh, another thing. Money, as far as I know, the past 60 years, it's always been dirty, all right? I don't care if you wear gloves or not. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I just think it's kind of weird that all of a sudden that's a problem. And speaking of weird, I've had a few people freak out at me today. I just want to say that, we're supposed to be watching out for the elderly, like the people that are over 60. I had a friend of mine tell me this, that have, diseases, high-risk diseases, like me with an autoimmune disorder who happens to be 60, and I don't know if I live alone or not, but you might want to check up on people, and that kind of thing. What was the fact that, my friend's son just got held up at gunpoint and crackheads took over his apartment for days, and the police didn't help out, and they made my friend take care of it while they stood there because they go there all the time and they know they're poor, and pretty much put her and her son in danger and pretty much traumatized her quite a bit. She didn't need any more trauma, nor did I. And that's the thing, it's like right now people are unfortunately getting very angry at each other. They are essentially beeping horns quicker. They are like putting out videos and calling people, like people, how dare those people be out here, and oh my God, she's going to get me sick. And that's kind of crazy for Austin, Texas, considering we're right in the middle of Cedar, and people are going to be coughing and sneezing. Now, isn't that convenient? Now, I've not met one single soul that's had the flu or the cold, except for me 8 weeks ago. I want you to know something, too, about our bodies that no one's mentioned, is that we have a body that has an immune system, and if any type of a cold, flu, virus, anything, you name it, fungi, bacteria comes into our body, those folks that have a very good immune system, which is most of the folks on the planet, are going to be able to fight that off and develop their own antibodies against the disease, like I did for hepatitis. I didn't have to take hepatitis B shots for vaccines as a nurse. Thank God. I had already been around them when I was 16 with a boyfriend. So I had gotten through that fine without getting sick, and my body's immune system took care of it. Now, of course, I have an autoimmune disorder, but that's a whole different other story. What I'm trying to get at, though, is the way that people are behaving right now, and the loyalty factor is zero. And I would suggest, just for precautions, because the internet may go down tonight, is from what I hear, and it tried to go down last night. I can only speculate. And of course, that's because everybody's at home using their computers, supposedly. Or they're rolling out 5G, which is really none of my business, because I've already had signs of radiation poisoning, which is vomiting, dizziness, really bad stomach cramps, diarrhea, and what was my other symptom? I think that was about it. Confusion, maybe? But no, I had burning veins, and then they popped out into bruises. So yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. Be kind. You know, Dalai Lama says, you know, be kind. You can always be kind. There's no excuse not to be kind. You can be kind from 6 fucking feet away. You social distance yourself. That's just really smart. Then that way, no germs will get to you. You'll never build your own defenses against any type of virus whatsoever. And eventually, you'll be dead by next year. And that's another thing that I think I see going on for the last nursing type of midwife thing I'd like to say with most compassion that I can is that I know for me, and not everybody else is like me, I'm not afraid to die. And really that's what this is looking at, is your mortality rate. Your mortality. Are you going to get sick? Are you going to die from this horrid, distracting, non-eventual fucking virus that's just, if you did the math, you'd see that if I walked across the street 5 times, I'd have a greater risk of getting hit by a car than getting the virus, even with my illness. So what I'm trying to say basically is that, you know, this could go on for a very long time. We are going to need each other. Otherwise, we're going to be separated and more vulnerable. I don't know, people critically think, like I have to, like, okay, I've got these 8 patients, or I've got this thing to do today. What could go wrong? What could possibly happen? And what could this patient die from if I don't pay attention to them? Oh, they're in bed, pulmonary embolism that could go to their lung and kill them. Or, oh, they have heart issues, therefore I might have to make sure the potassium, sodium, and all their other mag and that kind of stuff in their blood is good, or I'm going to have to hang potassium, or they're going to have a heart attack. And just basic stuff. And that's the other thing too. You know, it's like, really, do you need to see my transcripts? Do you need to see my birthing pictures? Do you need to see all that to know that I actually know what I'm talking about? What the fuck else would I be talking about? Why would I even know any of this stuff? Why would I even mention it? Because I'm not a liar. Oh, and that's the other problem. Lying is not a game. Lying is a real thing for me. And a lot of folks don't get me because I'm telling the truth. I just suggest that everybody, well, I know it won't happen. Human nature. We'll kill each other off first. Anyway, this senior person that doesn't live alone with a chronic illness, she's going to her son's house where she can be safe and taken care of. Who knows? Anyway, I'll come back with another video if indeed the internet's on. Please fill your tanks up all the way filled up with gas tonight. You may need that gas later. Take care.